Pensioners Vicky and Mark are at their wits' end with the big banks. Why? They've all refused to give them a home loan.
I feel like I failed my husband. This country that I've always believed was the lucky country and cared about all of us doesn't. You know, it hurts.
Their retirement dreams have been dashed. Now all Vicky and Mark have to their name is this barren land, on which they're taking a stand.
The current lending environment is the toughest I've seen in 15 years. They're now looking at every single loan application with a fine-tooth comb and trying to find ways to decline it, not approve it.
And does this tough new world of lending mean the death of the great Australian dream for many?
So I went through the first mortgage broker, we went to 3 banks. No, I got a no straight away.
The dream was to retire up here. We've been coming up for weekends for about 20 years.
So these grandparents bit the bullet, selling their property in Melbourne and making the move to the country. They bought a plot of land and thought getting a loan to build on it would be easy.
Discrimination's probably a harsh word, but it's probably the only word you can use.
Vicky says she's called bank after bank, but they refuse to lend because this couple is on Centrelink.
There are people that are earning less than me that are getting mortgages. How does that work?
Mark suffers a rare genetic medical condition. He had to retire from his job in quality control and go on to the disability support pension. Vicky left her job to care for him full-time. The pair get around $1,700 a fortnight in benefits. If they were to get a $380,000 loan, they'd be paying around $800 a fortnight, the same amount they pay in rent.
We don't matter. We're pensioners when of no value to them. That's how it feels.
It really hurts me. I suffer with anxiety and I suffer with blood pressure, so that doesn't help me either.
So you've been quoted for homes between $180,000 and $300,000. How much have the bank said that they could give you?
$50,000.
What will that build you?
If I'm lucky, a tin shed.
What have you been forced to do?
Put this land on the market. The house is on the back burner. Look at other options and probably stay renting and stay broke. We can't save while we're renting, so they're shutting us out.
I believe that they would be irresponsible lending to someone in this situation.
Finance expert Scott Parry.
The borrowers are nearly 60 years in age, their income capacity is very limited, and if anything was to go wrong, then the customer would certainly be in a position where they could point a finger back at the bank and say, we shouldn't have been given that money, we didn't have the serviceability to service that loan over a 30-year period.
Basically impossible. And I had really uprighteous people saying to me, why do you think you're wanting to get a loan?
63-year-old Sally Arnold is a business and property owner. She believes she's been rejected for home loans because of her age.
Oh, it was ghastly. It was shocking. I mean, I know I'm having a laugh, but I have to laugh about it because it was so bad.
This grandmother says it was only by finding a good mortgage broker that she was able to secure the money with a lesser-known lender. Graham Cook from Finder claims many desperate for a loan are stepping away from the big 4 banks.
There's also non-bank lenders like loans.com.au and Mortgage House. And our research actually shows that as we've seen the RBA cut the cash rate this year, those smaller banks and then those non-bank lenders have been better at passing on the savings.
So if you're on benefits, what chance do you have of getting finance?
Centrelink is one of those things that is treated differently by different lenders. Some lenders will allow Centrelink payments more generously than other lenders. But generally, you do need an extra income on top of your Centrelink payment in order to actually get a home loan.
I understand that they don't want people to get into trouble, but I don't think what you're being paid through, whether it's Centrelink benefits, a wage, is any different.
But there are ways to become more attractive to lenders, according to Scott.
If both borrowers are on Centrelink pensions, you're going to have to look at potentially butting up with a family member who may want to use it or treat it as an investment, a guarantor to come in for extra serviceability or income. Those are the sort of creative sort of finance options that you're going to have to look at.
Just give us a chance, that's all we're asking. We're not saying lend us $1 million We can't pay it back. We're saying lend us enough money to build a home. That's all we want. We've got the land.
Well, despite their block of land being on the market, Vicky and Mark say they won't give up applying to other lenders to build their dream home.